find a way to run from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Alright, today is July 21st, 2021, and it's 3:21 a.m. Alright, 1,152 subscribers. Alright, new subscribers, welcome. I don't think it changed since yesterday though. Alright, so let's go on Twitter, see what's going on, and I bookmark a lot.
So we shall do what women do. We shall talk.
Alright, okay, so there's a prayer. Let's do this prayer really quick, and maybe at the end I'll add another prayer. Lord, we pray that you be Harry, Meghan, Archie, Littlebeth, and Doria Vac. You guide, protect them. We pray you bless everything they have worked on, their business partners and supporters. Destroy their enemies with their wicked plans. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright. Meghan and Harry. Alright. He is the rock. His work is perfect. for all his ways or justice. Okay, a God of truth, and without injustice, righteous and upright he is. All right, so yeah, and I'm sure there's only 2 squaddies in there. Says amen, amen. So before I continue, I put a note here for myself to give a little warning, because I think late in the afternoon I came across a tweet that was, I don't know what was going on. I was not on Twitter all day yesterday, but late in the afternoon, after I finished edit yesterday's video, I saw some tweets. Some squad were really going insane. All right, so I put in one of the tweets that I'm gonna be showing, it has some F words. All right, so when I give myself a notice here to say sorry in advance, you might hear some horn sound today. I want to share these tweets, but I want to omit some words. Okay, majority of the words rhymes with F, fun, or have sound at the beginning. So just to let you know, so just in case I forgot to mention that, so I put it right at the beginning for me to mention. All right, so I don't know which tweet it's in, but I told myself to give that quick warning. All right, this is the first tweet. Okay, Prince Harry informed the royal family about his upcoming memoir. And I also put here, I think there's like another article I told myself to read, but again, I don't want to waste time. Let me read this. This is from Harper Bazaar. All right, Prince Harry, who did that? Harper Bazaar. I didn't put the name if it's Omid, but I just have Harper Bazaar. All right, Prince Harry informed the royal family about his upcoming memoir. Okay, a spokesperson for the Duke of Sussex confirmed to HarperBazaar.com that the news of the prince's book deal didn't come as a surprise to his family. So they shut this down. All right, I may not read all of it, but at least the link will be in the description. Okay. All right, let's see how long it. Oh, it's not that long. I'll read it all, but I'll still put the link in the description. All right. The royal family was reportedly not taken by surprise with today's announcement of Prince Harry's upcoming memoir. A spokesperson for the Duke of Sussex confirmed to HarperBazaar.com that he had very recently informed his family about the book, in which the prince will open up about living under the spotlight, dedicating his life to service and adjusting to life as a husband and a new father. Bazaar understands that the Duke will not need permission from Buckingham Palace to go forward with writing the book, which will be published in the late 2022. Harry released a statement explaining his decision to pen a book about his life and how it will focus on the man he is today, rather than focus solely on his life within the confines of the royal family. Quote, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born, but as the man I have become." End quote, Harry wrote in a statement. He continues, "I've worn many hats over the years, with both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lesson learned, I can help now that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life and so forth, and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that are accurate and wholly truthful." End quote. Proceeds from Harry's literary debut will go toward charitable organizations. All right, and also one of the things I said yesterday video while I was editing is that the reason why his the proceed will be going toward charity. Again, everything that I said is usually my humble opinion, my guess, just like many other people. And I think if the British press did not get into his business and chase him out and all of that, and I'm pretty sure this will probably go toward he probably would have done it like in the UK, or go with a UK publisher. So, and so many things went in my mind, and but they push him out. He has to do what he did, and yeah, let's see what some of the comments says. All right, 4 minutes in advance. The tabloid quickly rushed out with their usual lies. Thank you for shutting them up. Alright, because if Harry didn't say that, because Harper Bazaar don't want to get sued, because they said a source from Harry, from the Sussexes, so it has to be that. Alright, so yeah, if they didn't chase them out, I'm sure they probably would have gone with a UK publisher, and the money will probably go, in his pocket, because he doesn't want to, pay a lot of taxes. This has to do with tax. Alright, just watch the previous video. I sort of mentioned what I think about this. Alright, so now this is the next tweet. This is from Byline Times. Okay, that's one of those online journalists I sort of follow, and they seems to be truthful. Alright, and a lot of their journalists I follow. They have a YouTube channel too, by the way. Okay, like Brian Cape Cod, and there's another one, I forgot his name. Okay, let me read. Okay, as the tabloid speculate that a newly announced autobiography of Prince Harry will really have been written by his wife. What? Richard Sanders sheds light on a 21st century table of racism, class, and misogyny. Alright, so they thought, what in the name? Alright, let's see. I'm gonna leave this out of the link in this description. Alright, let me click on this, and then I'll go back to Twitter to see what they said. Alright, so the character assassination of Meghan Markle, Richard Sanders, July 21st, 2021. Alright, as the tabloid speculate that the newly announced autobiography of Prince Harry will really have been written by his wife, Richard Sanders sheds light on a 21st century tale of racism, class, and misogyny. My goodness, how long this is. Alright, so this one is sort of long, but not much. Alright, let's see here. I've had the peculiar experience over the past few years of making 2 films on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, when Harry met Meghan for Channel 4 in 2017, and Harry and William, What Went Wrong, broadcast on ITV this month, 2 snapshots 4 years apart of a story that unfolded with a hideous inevitability. For the first, I took the trouble to get to know Meghan. It wasn't difficult. She's written various articles, including a particularly interesting piece for Elle in 2016 on her experiences as a mixed-race actress in Hollywood. Alright, I'm pretty sure if you search for this from Elle magazine, you probably will see it. Okay. She'd given a number of interviews and written blogs. It seems to me basic research, but to my surprise, a number of the royal correspondents and then interviewed clearly hadn't done the same. Okay, it wasn't hard to get a grip on the Duchess of Sussex. She was smart, racially conscious, and a feminist. A not unusual product of the northern suburb of Los Angeles, where she grew up, and Northwestern University, close to Chicago, where she studied theater and international relations. She struck me as interesting and likable. But my overwhelming feeling was, what on earth is this woman doing marrying into the British royal family? The answer was that she and Harry appeared to be genuinely, deeply in love. But this was a person who will never accommodate herself to having the Daily Mail appoint itself the arbiter of her every life choice. And so it proved. Okay, I didn't bother to read the press on her in the years that followed. There were more important things happening in the world, but I was vaguely aware of the story proceeding to script. From the initial attempt to stir up a catfight with Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, through the sustained and vitriolic character assassination of the past couple of years. I then returned to it a few months ago. Inevitably, I found myself chatting to friends and acquaintances. The experience was bizarre. Perfectly liberal and enlightening and intelligent people will suddenly pass through a portal to the 1950s. Meghan was conniving, and both manipulative and narcissistic. No antediluvian misogynist trope was crude enough. Wow. This is what you're saying, talking to smart people, and then all of a sudden, when it comes to Meghan, that conversation goes straight to the 1950s. And then remember all the fight we fought. All right, women fought to get the right that Meghan has to be able to, you know, to be who she is and speak up for what she is, and then to see women, smart women, when he talked to them, and they go straight back to the 1950s. All right, let me continue. That was my answer here. It was pointed out that both Harry and Meghan come from troubled, broken homes, quote, damage, end quote, people who had gravitated toward each other. In fact, Meghan is remarkably grounded and well balanced, and while her father has let her down. I'm telling you, I learned this the hard way. Her mother is clearly an absolute rock. Where was this assumption coming from? None of it bore any relation to the woman I put under the microscope 4 years earlier. Okay, it dawned on me the difference was that whereas I knew her by listening to and reading her own words, the people I was talking to had experienced her entirely through the prism of the British media. That's what they wanted people to see. Okay, they paint a picture of Meghan completely opposite of who she is. And then a lot of people buy it. I'm telling you, many of these people, you know, those check out, gossip, articles, papers, magazine, that's the word I'm looking for. Gossip magazine at the end of the checkout in the US, that's where they usually go to. People don't take them really serious, and I usually read them when I'm standing in line and then put them right back. Look at pictures and all of that, and I put it right back. My goodness. But the UK take it as like the gospel. My goodness. It was a perfect illustration of Harry and Meghan's core grievance as articulated to Oprah Winfrey, that they were the victim of a racist, misogynist, xenophobic press against which Buckingham Palace had failed to push back. All right, a bigoted press. I'm telling you, that press is doing this just to blind the people, because there is so many things that's going in the US. I think there's one article that I came across that people finally figure, is it article or just a tweet? People are just finding out that this is what's going on over there. All right, the democracy is pulling right under them, and I'll do that right after this one. All right, after I read some of the tweets from under this thing here. Okay, where was I? 1950s. I moved the thing. Shoot. Okay, I think it was. Okay, let's see here. Shit, where did I? Okay, something about. Okay, but it was Okay, there was one development I had not anticipated, the rift between Harry and his brother. It became clear that the major falling out between Harry, Meghan, and a number of staff at Kensington Palace preceded the worst of the press. I suspect Meghan has some steel in her core. My goodness, I'm telling you, yes, she does. Okay, she was a 36-year-old woman when she married Harry and was not unable to being shaped by the palace as it had previous younger royal partners. In other words, once you get into the royal family, they shape you, they mold you, they turn you to a completely different person. And they can do that to Meghan. And that's the same thing that happened with Princess Diana. They tried to do that to her. They can do it. All right, and this is where Harry started seeing the pattern and see, it's danger. I better get my family out of there. All right, his wife and child. Harry too is probably fairly imperious. Both he and Prince William are renowned for their short tempers. They were brought up as a princes after all. Okay, it will be unfair to caricature palace staff as mustachioed brigadiers, okay, living in the 19th century, but there is certainly a cultural gulf between them and the world Meghan comes from. But the key simple fact to remember is that Harry loathed and detest the tabloid media, as Emma John of the campaigning group Hacked Off put it in our film, quote, Harry believed the press had murdered his mother and they were going to do exactly the same thing to his wife, end quote. Okay, and the interview with Oprah, Harry, remember, that's what I said at the beginning. He saw the pattern. That's why he had to get his family out of there. Okay, and his interview with Oprah, Harry recounted a conversation with a well-connected media figure who he said told him, quote, you need to understand the UK is very bigoted, end quote. Harry stopped him and said, quote, the UK is not bigoted. The UK, believe me, this week I learned that. He is right. Some part, the everyday Brits, the normal people, all right, the next door, some of the next door neighbors are not bigoted, but the media, okay, and some people in power paint that to be so. All right, and then you see a little flurry here, some couple bad apples within the neighborhood and all of that. All right, just like you see in the U.S. All right, quote, Harry stopped him and said, quote, the UK is not bigoted, the UK press is bigoted, specifically the tabloid. But unfortunately, if the source of information is inherently corrupt or racist or biased, then that filters out to the rest of society, end quote. His loathing of the press for intrusion into his own life has broadened under the influence of his wife to a wider revulsion at tabloid culture. Yet he knows that what he calls, quote, invisible contract, end quote, exists between the palace and the press, which both need each other. It's very easy to see how vulnerable a lower ranked couple such as Harry and Meghan might feel in the royal household in the face of inevitable horse trading, and that goes on over what stories run and which stories don't. The invisible contract, and how tensions might arise if they felt that they were being used to cover up or distract from other perhaps juicier scoop. All right, Harry was like, you guys been saying stuff about me. There's nothing to write anymore, but you're not gonna get my wife into this nonsense. All right, the article continue. Add to that Meghan's shock, according to her own account, at her first encounter with the genteel, vile, and maybe unconscious racism of the English upper class, and it is easy to see how relations could have deteriorated so quickly. My own ITV film provided a vivid example that Kensington Palace is certainly more than prepared to wade in to influence media coverage when it chooses to. On the day of transmission, the palace demanded that we remove one particular quote. People more importantly than myself acquiesced, although it seems to me perfectly legally defendable. Hardly never complain, never explain. The wrong Simpson. In making the latest film, I came across a news report from 1993 which featured a freckled 12-year-old Meghan outraged by the sexism of a Procter & Gamble advert for washing up liquid. She managed to persuade the firm to change its wording from women to people. A painfully earnest Meghan tells the reporter, quote, if you see something that you don't like or are offended by on television or any other place, write letters and send them to the right people, and you can really make a difference for not just yourself, but lots of other people, end quote. Watching it struck me that the British press had picked the wrong Simpson in their pigeonholing of Meghan. She's not Wallis, the American divorcee for whom King Edward VIII gave up the throne. She's Lisa, Homer's improbable, precocious, and rebellious daughter in The Simpsons. There are many reasons one might find a grown-up Lisa Simpson irritating, but conniving, manipulative, and narcissistic wouldn't be the word you apply to her. Ultimately, Harry and Meghan's departure for California has been a revolt against the toxic culture of the tabloid press in Britain and its unholy alliance with the royal family. Suicidal and depressed, Meghan took a simple view: we don't need to live like this. To his credit, her husband agreed. All right. So that's the end of the article. Alright, I'll put the link in the description. Now I'm going back to Twitter. There's 162 comment here, but I'm not gonna read all of them, but I'll read few. cannot agree that, quote, the victim of a racist, misogynist, xenophobic press against which Buckingham Palace had failed to push back, end quote. Correct will be which Palace asked to publish cooperation of the firm and media, courtiers and their bosses as William asked to trash Meghan. Let's just take this from, I'm not a journalist, but I'm just taking this from this journalist's perspective. I don't think he follow. I will not say that. He did say he doesn't read those things. Yeah. So yeah, what the direction I was thinking, I think I'm right, because in the article he did said, or she said, once she did her own research about Meghan, look at read Elle magazine articles that Meghan have wrote, watch the 12-year-old Procter & Gamble thing that Meghan called to change the wording from women to people and all of that. So that journalist did her or his own research without looking through the tabloid. Us, knowing what we know, like me in there, and listening to some of those video clips of let's say Dan Wooten, who's saying, you know, it come from the royal family and all of that. So his perspective is coming from his own research. All right, so I don't think he will know. Then again, he's a reporter, maybe he would have known if he wanted to write that. Alright, let's see some of those headlines. These are things we already know. Staff working at Kensington Palace have a very harsh nickname for Meghan Markle. Alright, all of this we know about. Okay, I'll show you the next one. Freeze your screen and then you can read it. Alright, there's this. Alright, so that's that. Alright, let's read some more comment. Witness Gasco saying that Meghan is charming, funny and nice. He doesn't mind her. Wills also suggests that Meghan pussy whips Harry and will tell a writer what to put in Harry's book. Make it make sense. Oh my goodness, what is this? Gilles Cohen. I'm giving the white man a kicking, darling. What? And then, you know, this kind of thing, just freeze it and read it. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let's see here. Next comment. Okay, after this, that's it. Okay, his wife should read these and divorce him. Okay, if respecting a woman, treating her like a human and working with her as an equal partner is being pussy whipped, you can imagine the sort of disrespect men like Gilles treat their own wives with. That is true. Okay, I feel like his wife, I thought that was the same person here. Alright, I feel like his wife is in charge. She admits to wanting him as he had a place of his own. She is 10 years younger. Her ought be best friends then. He complained about Harry being upset, but G admits to feeling sad and anxious about traveling to Corsica, Madeira, and Iceland this summer. Okay. Well, she needs to meet a less insecure man and dump this trash. Oh my god, these people are crazy. Oh, there's more stuff here. Okay, let me read some few of this. Okay, not that Buckingham Palace had failed to push back, but which Buckingham Palace courtier and Prince William with Kensington Palace team asked media to publish account to Tammany, also Queen's private secretary, Sir Edward Young, worked against Prince Harry. Let's see here. The time, Monday, April 22, 2019. This sense of embattlement has been entrenched by William's decision to reach out to senior figures in the media as he prepares for kingship, and by the apparent decision of those same newspapers to side with the palace over Meghan and Harry by peddling the most negative coverage of the Duchess' relationship with her father, Thomas Markle. Harry, quote, Harry sees that as part of the headwind against him, end quote, a friend said. Alright, so we've seen many of this so many times. I've read it so many times here. There's another one. Alright, let's see this one. This is the one I was really eager to get into. Interesting read, but stops short of identifying the root cause of Meghan Exeter's assassination. Okay, the royals need the media to survive, and Meghan became a sacrificial lamb due to Will and Kate raging jealousy that the wife of the spare outclassed and outshone them on the world stage of, okay, that's one of 5. All right, let's listen to this.
If you
Isn't that the case?
Oh,
no,
this is very low.
absolutely not. No, I mean, and if we're talking about why this whole, Harry Meghan thing started, it started because several years ago, if you cast your mind back, the Queen was and always will be the most popular royal, but second to that was Harry. It wasn't William and Kate. It was not William and Kate. And when Harry and Meghan became such a popular couple, it put everybody's noses out of joint. The establishment wanted to retain the monarchy as it was, to boost William and Kate, and the media, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph in particular, fed those lines.
Well,
fed those lies.
I agree with everything until you said the last bit. I think that somebody in the palace decided to take them down a peg or two, and it went too far.
The people at the palace, they went too far. My goodness, this is very low, by the way. I'm gonna have to really put the volume up for you guys to hear. All right.
Now, isn't it?
But it's not history because, for instance, if you take the media on, as Dawn will know, you
never win.
If you never win, but the media will always be at war with you, and the Daily Mail does everything drip, 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 poison.
As I'm listening to this, some of these people, when they talk about the media in the UK, it's like as if it is acceptable. They should allow the media to do as they please, drive people to their death, like Caroline Flack and all of that. So it's not acceptable. This is where Harry and Meghan draw the line and said no. So some of these people, as they talk about the media in the UK, they speak as if it is okay for the media to do the way they're behaving. This kind of thing. I don't understand these people.
And it's not like Harry and Meghan never use the media, of course. I mean, that Oprah Winfrey
if you were in that position, you would fight back too. You would absolutely fight back too.
I wouldn't tell some of the blatant lies they told.
They don't tell blatant lies. Oh, the media has lied consistently.
Wow.
They have.
That's one of those things that I come across where she's saying, saying that the media is lying consistently. Wow.
Robert Lacey, the royal historian, is publishing a new book, and I've read the extract in the Times this morning, talking about the whole affair. Ken Wolfe, the personal bodyguard, talked about the jealousy that William felt for Harry from childhood. So there's a lot more.
Harry.
Yes, so there's a lot more going on than we realise.
Why William and Kate were often accused of elbowing out the Sussexes, and what he insinuates is that actually Kate, which has not been reported very widely, was in fact quite jealous of Meghan in the early days of Meghan arriving at Kensington Palace because of the...
Someone actually saying this point blank? Unbelievable. That's the first time. Okay, let's see.
The huge bubble of publicity around her and the glamour she brought. She was a former actress.
They compared her to Diana even at some points, right at the beginning when she first came over, and a lot of people were saying that she brought that same kind of light and joy and glamour that Diana.
Wow, that's the... Wow. Okay, activism, philanthropy, with her confidence, intelligent, creativity, eloquent, approachability, experience, and easy before the cameras. This couple with the fact that Harry was the country's favorite royal after the Queen. 205. Okay, will therefore use the already racist press, which they'd shown themselves to be when Meghan first arrived on the scene, but had backed off after Harry warned them off, to mount gargantuan smear against campaign against Meghan, whilst extolling his and Kate's virtue, the relentless. 3 of 5. Let's see here. All right, that's where he said it's coming straight from the royal family. Senior member of royal household passed information about Meghan Markle to Mail on Sunday. Editor, court papers shows. Wow. Let's see here. Dan Wotton launched a tirade against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Quote, "It's so much easier for them to blame anything uncomfortable on racism rather than address the fact the negativity toward them is coming from within the royal family." Alright? So some of his things, as much as many of us may not like him, but he's selling some of the truth. It's coming straight from the royal family. Alright, Jeremy Vine Shark claim Prince William is trashing Prince Harry as brother feud grows. Jeremy Vine was very vocal about his opinion on Prince Harry and Prince William earlier this morning on his Channel 5 show, and he went as far as joking about the younger brother, quote, trashing, and quote, the future king. Alright, so there's more thing here. Okay, I'm already 30 minutes. Okay, you guys could freeze it and read it, because I know I'm gonna stumble and mumble. I could hardly see some of them because of the highlight. Okay, perpetration of falsehood and salacious gossip will also serve as clickbait and traffic to their alien gossip site. So for them and the royals, the assassination of Meghan Exters is a win-win situation. As racism is illegal, this tabloid will push the limit of acceptability for 5 within an inch of its life, and will sit back, relax, knowing the nasty troll followers will soon descend, emboldened to pour petrol on fire. Petrol on fire by being explicitly racist and igniting a full-on culture war. 5 of 5. Snap. My goodness, my goodness. Alright, I want to leave this. Okay, let's see this. Oh my God. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's the thing with coming with from the royal family. Let's see here. 13 seconds.
From within the royal family. Actually address the fact that much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
So, where's it then? Oh, so this person, oh my God, there's a lot of things here. What is it? This, I know they tweeted out. I know I think I bookmark it. Then Wooten is like a fly. He lands on ship, gets his fill, and proceeds to carry it to the next landing. Bias reporting from the royal family to his ear to tabloid media, rolling eye, wonder who is the love connection and KP. Alright, there's another exhibit where they're asking them to pay for information.
About how the media inflames this. I was called by the Sun newspaper. If you don't know what the Sun is, it's sort of
got the topless girl on page 3. That's all you need to know.
And they called me about a month ago to ask if I'd write about how Meghan was like Wallace and how Meghan was going to destroy the royal family and the arguments between Meghan and Kate. And I said, I'm really sorry, I'm just not privy to all of this. I don't think I could do it. And the commissioning editor was really twisting my arm to write this article and say, but you could say, couldn't you, that X happened, and you could say that she's fired all her staff, and you could say that Kate has said this. And I said, well, I'm really sorry, I don't know that, I can't do it. And this conversation went on for about half an hour, and I didn't write the article, but it just gives you an insight into how this whole thing is being, you know, the flames are being fanned by the media.
You've heard the phrase cottage industry, this is a palace industry. Yes.
All right, so it's playing again. I don't want to go too much into this because I want to go to the next tweet. Right, let's see this one. I was reading this while I was listening to this. She was wrong to compare Meghan to Diana. True, they were both hunted, but Meghan is American and had the option to walk away and live a life elsewhere. Diana had nowhere to escape to. She was literally chased to her death. That's a good point. That's a good point. Also, Meghan has a husband who protect her. Diana was completely alone, as also Harry told. That is true. That is true. So now I'm going to, I'm not completely off from the Sussexes. This is a little bit of UK politics. All right. So just in case some of you are not paying attention, this is why the tabloid is force feeding you so much information with Harry and Meghan and all of this nonsense. All right, so there's this one here. All right, does this sound like a democracy to you? All right, let's see here. Journalists could face up to 14 years in prison for stories embarrassing the government under proposed changes to the Official Secret Act that will treat them like foreign spies. Well, that come from the email, not from the really the people that I usually follow. All right, okay, let's see here. It's not from the journalists that I usually follow. Okay, soon there'll be jail people for tweets that they find embarrassing. Is that why they want it out of the EU so they could introduce laws like this? What did I say? Okay, if this is true, I said this. I've said this because they want to have things under their own control. Alright, so for many of the racists in the UK who's carrying on the racist behaviors of what the tabloid and the government is doing, alright, it's almost like what is it? What's that cartoon movie that I mentioned? Something Bird, okay? Angry Bird, the Angry Bird movie, when they were dancing while the bad guys were stealing their eggs, alright, giving them party and everything, and then the bad guy was stealing the eggs. It's almost like this, alright? They're fueling you with things that you think will benefit you, alright? The racist thing, that's the dog bone, and then you see many of them are carrying out that behavior. Not all, come to find out after the Rashford thing, not all of them, but majority of the bad apples in the UK are carrying that out for them. And then guess what? And then this is the law that they're passing on. Alright? It's taking your freedom away without even knowing. Okay? We really are reaching the depth of fascist state. Alright? I don't want to read any more about this because I'm not surprised by this at all. Alright? Let me go to the next tweet. Now back to the Sussexes. Alright? Let's see this one here. Well, I think it's fair to say not much has changed, Prince William, but it's okay, you can still admit you were wrong. Duke of Cambridge, royal family, Kensington Palace. 14 seconds.
If I'm wrong and they're right and people tell me that, then obviously I'll change my mind. You know, I'm always open for people saying, you know, I'm wrong, because most of the time I am. But, you know, I hate losing control.
Wow, he hates losing control. Let's see, he had a lot of hair and was good looking back then until he married Wadey and lost all hair and looks because she ate them up and still gained no weight. Okay, that's Charles' son. That's Charles' son. Okay, it is the future king. Yikes. Alright, next tweet. Alright. Let's see here. British press, royal coverage from now on. Royal family does blah 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 in the wake of Harry's $20 million bombshells memoir announcement from his $14 million California mansion behind the desk of his office where he works on his $150 million Netflix deal and $30 million Spotify deal. The squad just love to say their things with all the money dollar sign that, you know, will really piss off those you know, just to aggravate them. Alright, with the dollar sign. Okay, you forgot to add the number of bathrooms, okay, and his age. The list will get longer and longer, and the carnival barkers will have to spend several paragraphs just itemizing the accomplishment of Harry and Meghan since coming to the US. Okay, it's gonna be a total mess. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the next one. There's probably more reply, but I want to move really quick. I want to do at least an hour. Alright, all of the racism will come out, not from Harry but from the people telling on themselves. Stay tuned. Let's see here. There's the email. Book by Harry, written by Meghan. My goodness, royal brace for $20 million Megxit. I can't believe these people. I really can't. This is the way these people are. They literally told them to leave, go back to America, and yet they still want to know about their business. Alright, there's 11 comments in here. Okay, I predict this yesterday, just like everyone predicted how English will reach to the black English players missing their penalty shot. Funny how the quote last racist country end quote is so predictable in their racism. Okay, yeah, as I noted to Murphy, let's see here. Prince Harry finally has editorial control of his life, but how he tells his story will impact the, let's see here, Leslie wondering, the cause of the most damage to the senior members of the royal family. Okay, was it royal? Okay, the members themselves and their less honorable advisors who, through public conduct and neglect and through both careless and carefully planned leaks to the press, smear and abuse their own rather than support each other. I was thinking about that law that will jail reporters for 14 years, and I'm thinking also this is also to shape how people talk about the royal family over there, this kind of thing. Remember, they want positive press all the time, so they're making sure you fit into that. My goodness. All right, let me read some of this here. Where did the 20 million pound figure from? These royal reporters are definitely fanatics. Okay, Jabson threw it out there, and the lies is now being thrown around as truth as usual. Okay, UK media is hiding a lot of the royal family skeleton. It will all come out. Oh, and also back to that last tweet regarding the law of jailing people. It's also, the skeleton, the truth about the royal family is starting to get close, because now they don't have anything to go by. Let's say they don't have anything to feed them. Okay, Harry and Meghan left, so they can't feed them any more BS, so for them to leave them alone. So now, if they're talking negative about the royal family, they're gonna be jailed for 14 years. This is what happened. This is a doggy world over there. A doggy world over there. It's one of those, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Now I don't want to scratch your back anymore. You're gonna be jailed. That's what I see here. Okay, I hate the term Megxit. It's so racist, yet they have no problem continuing to use it. Okay, so predictable. Did they see the part where publicizer, runner, journalist is ghostwriting the book, like Harry didn't exist before Meghan? Alright, let's go to the next tweet that I bookmarked. Then Woodland is one of those messy people who always want to be the right and first, and I appreciate that because in doing so he's telling all the royal family's business. Okay, that's V who said that. Okay, let's see here. Here, here's the fly on the wall, mosquito on the stocking, fly on the head carcass, bug on the windshield. Oh my God. Okay, he's the first there trying to make his mark. I'm just listening. I did find this very funny, and I still do. Okay, that's not his intention. He wants the first in class. Okay, that's the beautiful part. Okay, how close is he that he gets to tell what's in the world's mind? An airborne virus that could attach to nostril and invade the brain and dictate what to feel and say. Okay, yep, tacky, trifling, and just all type of messy. Okay, DW. Why and the British royal family actually deserve each other. After all, birds of same feathers flock together. Alright, and then now they're introducing those things, those laws, if that's true. Alright, so people cannot say those kind of things consistently. He is the one that said the leaks are coming from inside the palace. Okay, the royal family stays telling on themselves. LOL. Yep, he's a messy ass know-it-all, and he is doing the royal family zero favor. LOL. Yep, that's why I be using his thing every now and then, because he can't read between the line to know this is a secret contract. You're not supposed to say who's selling that. Oh, next tweet. Okay, this one looked like it's a long one. Okay, then Wooten I sort of shape it to be right after the other one. Alright, then Wooten just pre-sold a few more copies of Prince Harry's memoir with this line, quote, "Will he name the so-called royal racists? There's a lot to worry about," end quote. Alright, let's see here. So that's from Dan Wooten. I know some of you said when you're listening to my podcast, you're not watching the screen. So there's a picture of Dan Wooten here and a screenshot of what he wrote. Okay, so in terms of the monarchy, this is massive. It's going to have a big impact, but what's the worst he can say? Will he name the so-called royal racists? There's lots of worry about that. The book publication in 2022 has also worried courtiers because it risks overshadowing a trio of significant royal milestones. The source explained, first and foremost, it's the Queen Platinum Jubilee. That's what mattered the most. But it's also Prince William's 40th birthday and the 25th anniversary of the death of Princess Diana. With that mix, it should have been a really positive year for the royal family. Oh my God, the book is gonna come out after all of this, but that should be good for the royal family. and they're all running crazy, don't know what to do because they don't know what Harry's gonna say. All right. The thread continue. If the memoir of the sixth in line to the throne threatened to overshadow the anniversary of the 70 years reign of and a milestone birthday of the heir to the heir to the heir, not to mention the heir. Okay, the heir, which is HEIR, the heir to the heir, not to mention, now this is the HAIR, the hair. Maybe, just maybe, is the institution itself that's the problem. Okay, the amount of royal sources and the insiders giving these distress quotes about the 2022 memoir makes me think of what Prince Harry told Tom Bradby, quote, "If anybody else knew what I knew, you'd probably be doing what I'm doing as well," end quote. Okay, the memoir isn't even out until the end of 2022, but already Meghan is being blamed for it. One of the comments under Wotton article tweet declare Meghan should, quote, "rat and what?" end quote for it. Joanne should really consider changing her handle considering her content. What in the name? What is that? Joanne loves everyone. Oh my God, it's wrong again, airing their dirty washing, etc. It's not as though they need the money. What makes you think? What makes you think? What is it? What about all those charities that's going on here? Okay, that those royal who's supposed to boost their profile, okay, just prefer just cutting ribbons and all of that. Okay, they're not helping them. Those charities that's closing down, okay, they need money. All right, Harry, stay true to himself. When he gave those charity his words, he meant what he said. So he see the trouble that they're going through, the need that they need for money to carry out their duties. So he was doing the work. All right, but anyway, let me continue. How do you know if someone doesn't need the money? All right, I love to hear about the world, but not like this. Meghan is behind all of oh my God, what is these people the obsessed with Meghan? How do they know it's Meghan? Okay, Meghan is behind all of this. I don't care what people say. My goodness, she is. Oh my God, let me put some horn sound here. Who won't be happy until she's destroyed our royal family? What in the name? How do you know this? And there's Harper Brazil said Harry already asked the royal family permission about what's going on, and now they don't care about all of this. My goodness, these people are crazy. All right, let me read some few here. How does the next year being the 25th anniversary of Princess Diana's death make it positive year for the royal family? That's what I was reading. They said all of this, but it's pretty positive year. I'm like, what is wrong? Okay, they still don't seem to get that everything Harry and Meghan work on will have a global impact. They should get over it and get on with their own work and lives. Yeah, let me go to the next one. All right, so I want to do at least an hour, and I'm already close to an hour. All right, who have never heard of a couple going on a public display to show that sibling they are just as in love as them? Love is not forced, it happened naturally. You can see pics of couple that live harmony and at home, and those that pretend for the camera. Okay, she retweeted that. There's a screenshot of that. Prince William and Kate Middleton are on a public charm offensive to prove to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that they're happy. They're happy and not trapped. Royal expert claims. Oh my God, this is so sad. I can't believe they even print this thing. I can't believe this. All right, let me read some of the comment. Will and Grace have more love. Okay, that's the TV show. Will and Grace have more grace, chemistry, and sexual tension than Will and Kate, and they're fictional, and that Will is gay. The fake TV quote couple that's not a couple has more chemistry than the real life couple that's also not really a couple because Will's cheating. Because Will is cheating. Okay, so the Will and Kate show. Remember what happened to Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey? Anytime a couple has to prove to the public that they are happy, that's a glowing sign that they aren't. Yeah. Are they about to hold hands? There's a GIF of someone looking shocked. Okay, we've actually never seen that before. Oh my God. And this is me. I tweeted a GIF of Pinky and the Brain. Alright, and I put this. Meanwhile, in Montecito, Harry, what are we gonna do tomorrow, Meghan? We're gonna conquer the world. And I put the GIF. Alright, when are they starting this public charm offensive? I haven't seen any evidence of it so far. Okay, and I'm waiting to see. Please let me know if you see any charmy pics. Alright, let's see here. Fake love and popping in my head right now by Drake drinking of that couple being charming. We don't need fake love. If you're on a charm offense to prove you're happy, chances are you're really not happy. That is true. Someone has been reading Twitter. You're absolutely right. Okay, why is Will trying to prove to Meghan and Harry that he is solely in love with Kate? Is he trying to make her jealous? That's another thing. I didn't think of it that way. He is still consumed with her. It has been over a year. It's becoming more clear to me that William is in love with her. That's the only explanation. That is a good observation. Okay, I went on it. I said I was gonna stop, but that's a good observation. Okay, he's not in love with her. He thinks he's better than her, and she's trash too. Is driving him nuts that she's always excelling and leaving him in the dust without even trying. He's not in her league as a human, and he can't take it. Okay, I think he is. There's videos of and pics of him looking sexually at her, including at her wedding. He shoved Kate to the side on the balcony to give Meghan a moment with the Queen. He was grinding when walking with her at her first engagement. My goodness. He cannot have that taste, that spicy rice. Nope. It's exclusive to the 6 in line. That's all. Okay, to have this as an idea or thought is one thing, but they actually put it in writing and hit print. I swear, I'm telling you, this is what the squad is tearing it apart here. William is trapped in a loveless marriage and a job that will bring him nothing but misery. He can all see it on his face. Okay, what is he qualified to do? Alright, body language speaks. I'm laughing because I did 2 videos of my body language expert. Alright, let me read the tweet. Body language speaks volume. Harry and Meghan are in love. You can spot it a mile off. Why would the other two have to prove they love each other to everyone? So in other words, we are going to have Kate and Bill giggling at each other saying, look at us, we love each other. That's the vomit face. Okay, if they were happy and not trapped, will they need to prove this to anyone? And when are they going to start? The last time I saw them with George, they were giving me strong we are separated vibe. Alright, my goodness. And I guess now seeing this, because the way they train them, you know, the heir to the throne, where their wife means nothing to them, is just there to produce for the throne, okay, as a job. So that proves why I used to hear there's no PDA by the royal family and all of this. It's pretty much they know they have their side chicks someplace else. Alright, they have their side chicks other place, but when they're walking with their wives and stuff like that, it's just for the throne. Okay, for the firm, that is, for the firm. Alright, William just announced he's also writing an introduction to a book. So predictable. Really, did he? Okay, he's competing with Harry. I can't wait for the book to come out. Then Meghan should hit us with her 2 years later. Okay, wait, are you serious? Let's see here. Yes, something about Earth, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, something about Earth, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Something about Earth, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I find this so funny. Okay, maybe he's going to actually hold an umbrella over Kate instead of leaving her behind. Who comes up with this trash? Okay. I can't believe someone actually wrote that. Royal expert, aka some other clown. Oh my God. Okay, what are they to do? Leak was it pixelated sex tape? Oh my God, this is the best reality TV ever. This is really pathetic, hilarious. Right, I agree. Here's something to make you laugh. Okay, let's see. Then please don't threaten us with good time. Okay, there's a screenshot. Exclusive. This is the final nail in Harry's coffin. Then Wooten reveals growing royal fury at tell-all book that will overshadow Queen's Platinum Jubilee and could threaten Charles' plan to make Camilla his queen. Oh my God. Okay, I agree. Here's something to make you laugh. I swear, this is actually laughable. These people are crazy. Oh my goodness. Are they really serious with all this nonsense? I can't believe this. Alright, next tweet. Alright, now this is a more light of stuff. Okay, Prince Harry decorating a cake whilst blindfolding to experience the daily struggle of brain injury survivors during a visit to Headway, Suffolk and Ipswich to launch a brain injury ID card. Let's see here, there's 4 comments under this. Okay, I hope after today more people will know about this, because there is one thing creating it and you guys are lucky ones because you have one, but we need to widen it so as many people can have it as soon as possible. As I was reading this, I was thinking there's a tweet I came a while back, could have been this week, where yeah, I think it was this week, regarding Procter & Gamble when they donate the diapers and all of that, and someone was saying why they're making this public and why they don't do it quietly and all of this. And look at this here. Alright, this is why the royal, and they compare that with when what is it, when Kate and William do the charitable work, they do it quietly. But remember, the taxpayers are paying them money for things like this. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that's when Harry was in the UK, was working royal. Okay, this is here. I hope after today more people will know about this. Alright, is to make this public, to let people know about it, to bring awareness to these things. Alright, to see what those charities are doing so that people could donate to them. This is why. Okay, this is completely different things that Harry is doing here compared to Montecito. Alright, well, somewhat the same, because it has to do with charity. Let people know this is to boost up those companies' name. Alright, this is what those company are doing for those charities. So if you want to buy diapers, okay, if you know this is what they're doing for those charities, buy their diapers, you know, and stuff like that, instead of another brand. Alright, imagine people being tricked because you decide to write your life story. I hope Harry is brutally frank and honest. Okay, this is nice, but do you know when this took place? Okay, July 2020. This is the exact date, 2017. Okay, thank you. He looks good. Okay, Harry is so good. That piece of cake would have ended up in my gut. Oh my God, these people. Alright, next tweet. Alright, this is that one. Alright, let's see here, see what Harry did. Alright, see what Harry did. Now we don't let him stand on the balcony with us. Okay, well, we'll be pointing and waving to our cold, hard, royal heart content, and he's not invited. There's the laugh after it. Damn, I thought that was a retweet of something where I could see the thing that she's talking about. So I'm assuming that they're not gonna invite Harry to come wave at the balcony. I'm assuming. Alright, and that's me here. Meanwhile, in Montecito, I put a GIF of a man jumping in a pool full of money. Right, someone put a picture of Harry sticking his tongue out. Yeah, for some of you who's not who's driving while listening. Okay, Harry should be on the beach that time. Not sure he cares. I really think he did this so he will so he will not have to show up for this. Alright, that's exactly why he announced this so far in advance. Okay, amongst the British royal family and the British media, there's got to be some mixed feeling about whether they want the 4 Sussexes on the balcony or not. I wonder who falls into which category. My goodness. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, my time is showing exactly 1 hour. Next tweet. Okay, Camilla, question mark. You don't say. Let's see here. There's a screenshot of something. quote, the real disappointing thing for Charles is that he used to get on with Harry so well, actually far better than William. He feels so let down by the whole thing. Clarence House is also believed to be worried about what Harry might write about his stepmother Camilla. If it's the truth, all right, she should have mind her own business. All right, she should have mind her own business. The source add, let's be honest, Harry has never been close to the Duchess of Cornwall. If he documents their fourth relationship in the book, it could be a very damaging at a time when Charles is laying the groundwork for her to become queen. That just remind me. Remember how Harry gave William the engagement ring for William to propose to Catherine. That way, the reason was that at least when William is on the throne, there will be something of Diana at the throne. So Harry's gonna make sure to ruin that for this woman who took, who pretty much mess up the relationship. I'm telling you, those PR for the royal family is not gonna change anything. They're gonna spend so much money, and then Harry's just gonna blow everything away, just like the Crown did in some of the tweets that I was reading. All right, interesting. I didn't know Camilla had 4 relationship with Harry. It's funny how people tell on themselves. There it is. I'm telling you. Before anything is being written, they're already telling themselves. Let's see, there's 7 comment under that one. There's a reason I went digging into Caroline Graham 2001 book on Camilla. There's the thing here. Telling the future, as always, you deep dive were great. All right, this is why you have to go back. Okay. Yeah, the palace has been pushing the narrative for decades that Harry and William have a great relationship with Camilla. There's the thinking face. What is it? Pinocchio? Lying face. The nose is sticking. Okay, I know, I'm laughing so hard they are telling on themselves. Did they not read Harry's statement? This is about Harry and Meghan. It is not about them. Wow. All right, it's like they make a trailer of the popcorn book without Harry even asking. Keep going, go on. There's the tea, popcorn, and all of that. I was just going to say that as well. Thank Camilla Tomney for telling us all and on the real truth. So happy Charles confides in you. Right? Harry was always pleasant to her. My goodness. All right, let's see what some squaddies are saying here. Alright, I'm just waiting and watching as they continue to tell us everything that thing is in the book, including the fact that the media and palaces were forcing Harry to be a third wheel to cover over balding Sadler, gallivanting around with multiple of their their roses. Alright, let me read whatever could fit here. Alright, Prince Harry is 36 to date. Okay, that's more tweets, so that's going off the thing here. Alright, I just want to focus on the things that I bookmark. Alright, that. OMG, Richard K. Prince William has entered the chat. This is what I have been waiting for. Yes, we're eating good for the next 18 months. The squad, there's a screenshot. Richard K. for $20 million. This will have a real telltale and great fear. Who will be in the firing line? They put a picture of a little girl smiling. Another one. Alright, 27 comment in here. Is 20 million their favorite number? Remember when their security was going to cost 20 million? There's a screenshot of something. Who will be paying for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's March 30th, 2020, after Wolf was told on Good Morning Good Morning Britain that the Sussexes protection is estimated to cost £20 million. He agreed with the estimate and revealed that. All right. That's their fixed number. William, his PR team, and his mouthpieces during the next 18 months. There's a GIF of someone bowling and then the person fall and the bowling ball went in the gutter. All right, that's me here. I comment on it. What in the name is going on? Been off Twitter a few hours and now all these commotions. I'm assuming just because of Harry's announcements yesterday, but okay, lol. Let them reveal all the tea that they thought Harry was going to spill. People putting more GIF. So predictable Valentine law is next online too. Okay, Tom from Middleton came soon. The squad is just predicting. Oh my God. Camilla Tomley, Catherine is playing peacemaker behind the scene, trying to get Harry not to attack William in his book. She is closer to Harry than men will ever be, according to my sources. LOL. Okay, the squad just joking here. Okay, how did they know how much money Harry got as a... They're just making shit up again, like they usually... I love her to not know how things work. It has to be well written, because provoking and entertaining. That as long as the author is interesting, will read it. Future people eat up books about ladies who go to India and do yoga. Alright, exactly. This is about Harry's life and not hit piece on the royals. The Crown does a much better job at smacking around his institute and their players. Okay, Mara, nothing to hide. Why are they panic? They are giving us before finding freedom and open interview vibe. Okay, LOL, I'm loving all of this. I hope they keep it till the book is released. Me too. Not to mention the panic about the next season of The Crown. So many things is coming. Oh my God, thinking about again that last article that they said they're gonna jail people. My goodness, could that be also shaped for that? I just thought about this here. My goodness, these people are crazy. Let me move on. All right, these are just the squad speculating and going along with the narrative, the nonsense that the royal rats are saying. Well, KP tapped to spokeswoman out at force. Okay, what is that? Queen could cancel Harry and Meghan's Platinum Jubilee invitation as insiders slam. Like they really wanted to come. I don't think Meghan really wants to come. But anyway, let me read. Queen could cancel Harry and Meghan's Platinum Jubilee invitation as insiders slam clearly deliberate timing of Duke's Megxit memoir that threatens to take the shine of her 7th anniversary year. What in the name? Megxit memoir? Is that what the timing of Duke's tell-all Megxit memoir? What in the name? Okay. Richard K. for 20 million. This will have to be the real royal tell-all, and the palace great fear will be. Okay. Harry already said he wasn't going. All right. KP need to quit this British mission using the Queen as their pawn. It's not a good look, and it's not good to work. The Sussexes are booked and busy with no time for their stupid games. Yeah, that's why he had to after the what do you call this? The unveiling. That's why he had to rush out of there, because he's busy. He has things to do. And also that manipulation that she's talking about is something that they've been doing for a very long time. If you see that old video that I had where they were talking about how they used the tabloid to discredit blacks in the UK because they didn't want them to move up into social class once they see that a lot of the poor whites were hanging out with blacks. So their fear of moving up the social class where Meghan is, that was their fear. All right, so they've used the tabloid for centuries to manipulate the mind, to shape their narrative. And it's the same thing. And I've repeated many times in many other variations or many forms and many other videos. So this tactic, that manipulation that this tweet just mentioned, is that it has been working for them. So they're not going to give that up. So it is up to us to keep paying attention and then to shut them down the minute it happened. That's the thing here. Lord, they scared. There's a GIF of gingerbread shedding on those candies. All right, next tweet. Okay, that's the same one. Okay, this is the tweet. I believe I guess I did put my warning here. You're gonna hear a lot of horn sounds because I think there's the F words here. Right, they say straight men who believe that Prince Harry is controlled by Meghan been effing exclusively since 2015. I just know no women will hate themselves enough to F you bitter. Oh my God. I was dying. Oh, I reply, why in the name of the Lord is going on? Remember on the previous tweet I commented because I was not on Twitter at all, and then it was probably 8 p.m. trying to get some tweet to bookmark for you guys, and I saw all of this and I was like, what's going on here? So this is me continuing with that here. This isn't cap here. What in the name of the Lord is going on? Okay, I step away from Twitter and all of this commotion. The Islanders are at it again because of a book. 6 people like it. Oh my gosh, you've killed me. Oh my God, these people. What is it? More tweet. So that was that tweet that I put. Alright, so I think I'm up to date. And now there's a little funny tweet here. Alright, I think this is it. Right? Let's see here. Alright, this is just to put a smiley face on you here. Alright, it's about kids Olympics and all of that. And let's see here. OMG, not National Baby Olympic Trials and the Caribbean. Alright, it's 1 minute.
Triumph, the heartbreak of defeat. And joining me to review this exciting package is the 8-time Olympic gold medalist, Usain Bolt.
I'm excited to be here to see these future stars.
First up we have
weightlifting. They look so cute.
This is not baby powder. Let's see what she can do.
Oh wow.
What technique? I've never seen this.
A little bit of showboating. That was outstanding.
Next we have
I hope I don't get flagged for this.
The sippy cup is there.
Yeah, of course, stay hydrated at all times. And they're off. She's out like a bullet. Look at this, man.
It was a golden performance. The 110 meters hurdles.
That's a good start, I must say. Excellent form.
Number 2 is number 1.
Kiss to the fans. And for me, I'm looking forward to all these athletes going to the biggest stage, performing for their country.
That was it. This is so funny. Alright, next tweet. This is some clips of Dr. Fauci. Some crazy stuff is going in the US too. I don't show you, but a lot of crazy thing. Okay, whew, chill. The finger pointing. Chris Evans, drag him. Alright, 8 seconds.
Anybody is lying here, Senator. It is you.
Senator Smith.
I'm not even gonna go in the comment. There's another clip here. Okay, if you were wondering what Fauci Uchi is, have listened. Okay, there's another 12 seconds. All right.
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about. Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul. Okay, it's playing over again. But 558 comment. Nah, I'm not gonna go. Next one. I think this is the more of the same clip here. 3 minutes. You know, this is U.S. politics. Forget this. All right, let me go to my last one before. I have 2 more. All right, 2 more. I think the reason I bookmark it is because the thing about they're gonna jail what is it, they're gonna jail people who lie and all of this. But anyway, let the Lord do his work. Okay, so Chris Evans tweeted this. Unvaccinated Trump supporter Linda Zorin promoted conspiracy theories about the pandemic on Facebook. She claimed COVID-19 is cover for globalists. This week she died of complication from COVID-19. There's so many things I want to say about people who die of COVID. I'm just leaving, keep my mouth shut. All right. So that's it. And there's a lot of comment on this and stuff like that. All right. Let's see here. This is my last one before I search for a prayer. And by the way, my kids, this I think tomorrow my husband is gonna drive them to their grandmother. They're gonna stay for the weekend at my sister-in-law. So I was a little bit hesitant before I made sure everybody over there is vaccinated. I was like a freaking, I was controlling what they do at their house. But who knows once they go over there. But I had to ask them,
if they were vaccinated, and if they're gonna bring other people, friends and stuff like that over there, I don't want my kids. If they were gonna do that, I didn't want my kids to go, because my kids are not vaccinated, okay, and I don't think they're eligible to do it. The only one who's close to be vaccinated is my oldest, but I don't think he's at the age yet. And I'm paying close attention with some of the finding that they seeing about the heart thing, where the vaccine affects some youngsters' heart. So this is something I'm looking closely, and I'm telling the kids, treat it as if everyone over there have the thing, and they're gonna go to the pool. And I told them, you know, they know how to swim, but don't go in places where people have to come for their rescue and stuff like that, and then be infected. I'm telling them everything that I can tell them, all right, while they're driving with their mask on, all right. And it's a testimony of, if they do go back to school, how they're gonna control themselves. All right, there's this one here. This is my last tweet, and I have 9 notifications. Oh my God. Good Lord. Top U.S. Catholic Church official resign after cell phone data used to track him on on the gay bar. Oh my goodness. So when I saw this, I know I've talked, you know, I'm Catholic and stuff like that. I'm not trying to, put a front here. I know there's a lot of bad apples in the Catholic Church. Alright? So, I mean, the thing is that if these priests are honest with themselves, alright, this thing will not have to. I don't have anything against gay people, but you know what? Let me leave this thing out of it before I shoot myself on the foot. I don't have any problem with gays, lesbian, or any of that, but when they put that front, they are so perfect. That's what really pisses me off. All right, so now I'm going to my what is it that people are liking? What are they here? All right, so that's me who respond this. Okay, who saw this coming? Some people. All right, this is that. Okay, I retweeted this out. Does this sound like democracy to you? And then I retweeted out, and I said, who saw this coming? Where journalists could face up to 14 years in prison for stories embarrassing to the government under proposed Chance's Official Secret Act that will treat them as foreign spies. All right, so I retweeted this out, and I said, who saw this coming? Who? Me? I mean, all the stuff that you were seeing going on when I was showing you some politics that's going on. It's systematic. They chop one thing, all right, they throw the dog bone, they tell you some freaking nonsense, you know, it's about race and all of that. You have everybody all running chaos like chicken without a head, and then meanwhile they go to work. All right, remember how I said it's easy to destroy than to build? All right now they're just destroying democracy. It's happening in the US too. Just because, you know, I follow the Sussexes, many of the stuff that I share is coming from out of the UK. But guess what? It's happening in the US too. Destroying democracy one by one. If you're thinking they throw the dog bone of racism in front of you, and then you chase that, all right, meanwhile, while you're chasing that dog bone, they're destroying democracy. All right, when you come back after you finish chasing their dog bone, and you think you have freedom, guess what? They took the freedom away from you already. All right, everybody's gonna fall under that nonsense. When it comes to that daily, I believe it's Daily Mail headline, I'm doing this voiceover after I've recorded. It's been maybe 5 hours since I first recorded that. What is it? The government is gonna jail journalists 14 years and stuff if they put false. I forgot how the headline goes, but when I've spoken about this type of rule of law and things like that, I know some people said they don't care, they didn't want to hear about politics and all of that. This is why, because they already have the tabloid dictating people, changing their mind and distract people, and then right under them, they doing the damage, taking your rights away and all of that. So when I, previously I show thumbnails of old video that I did where I said the signs is all there, don't be surprised when it happened. So pretty much the reason I was mentioning these type of things, because as a democracy we have to
the country has to move together as one and fall as one. No matter how those people try to divide people and stuff like that, you see, when you go vote, it goes a different way. Sometimes the people that you vote for win, sometimes the people that you vote for then win. So you have to go along. So when the people you have chosen did not win, or the country is going completely berserk, the reason I mention this type of things is just to brace yourself when these things are happening, so that way you don't be shocked. It's different when it come out of nowhere, you don't know. But if you see the sign is happening little at a time, just brace yourself, because as a democracy you cannot be, well, UK is different. UK is different because I think they have, whichever way the government works, I don't want to mention anything where I have to go and do research. But in my previous video, I did some stuff. I put some screenshot of things about the monarchy and all of that. So many of the Brits are giving away their rights, not based on the way they vote. All right, they think it's about racism, this and that, but little did they know, they're giving away their rights too. When everything turn, all right, you're gonna be the only one at the seesaw. All right, you see all the angry mob coming at you, and you're there by yourself. All right, you'll see how that tastes. It's not about black and white. They make it seem it's about black and white, but it's not. All right, they're just taking away your right, and yeah, they will pen each other, all of us against each other, but their narrative, their objective is still at play. The same way with the tabloid and all of that. So they're all in the same group, and it's all of us who have to pay attention. And when we vote, how do you call this? How did I say it in one of my videos? The lesser of the two evils. But I was very surprised to see that Britain vote the way that they did in that recent election. But hey, it is what it is. That's it. Why? Who saw this coming? That's me. Meanwhile, in Montecito, somebody retweeted something that I this, okay, that's that. What was that about? Okay, see what Harry did. Now we don't let him stand on the balcony with us. All right, so this is me. I was like, meanwhile in Montecito, Harry's jumping in a pool full of money. All right, so there. All right, so all of the articles that I read at the beginning, I'm gonna share with you in the description. All right, prayer for let's do protection and success. All right, protection and success. This, let's see. Oh, they usually give some stuff here. All right, it goes straight to that. Let's see here. I see this because I see this look like a person who's working. Oh, this is too small. I can't even see this. Forget that one. Pray for Jabez. Okay, let's do this one because I can see that one. Okay, safety of the Lord, and it is with that assurance that I come before your throne of grace, Father, to ask for my boyfriend's safety. Keep him from danger and his going out and coming in. May you fiercely guard him as he works his day. Amen. This one, I want something more general. This one seems to be more toward one gender. I want something more general. All right, there's another one. You're right. It's like the prayers are talking to me. I'm just picking things out randomly. All right, you're right. People do lie and cheat and stab you in the back. There will be people who use you and don't love you even though they say they do. But you can't let that stop you from living, because there are people out there who do love you and who will never hurt you. You have to find those people and keep them in your life forever. Okay, that hit the nail in the head. Okay, my goodness. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Check the description. There's a couple links of the articles that I read at the beginning of the video. And if you want to support my channel, there's a link in the description. Also, PayPal link for you to donate. And for those who have already donated, thank you for your support. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks.